My friends, this is Dr. B, the best doctor in medicine. Today I want to talk to you about why you should not worry too much, just a little bit, but not too much about money for your retirement. It is extremely important to understand that your retirement needs to be not like 30% of American people. 30% of American people do not enjoy their retirement because they don't have enough money, or they are not healthy enough to enjoy their retirement, or both. Means they are not healthy and they don't have enough money. When it comes to saving money for your retirement, your pensions, blah, 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 I refer you to your financial advisor. Or you should do like Dr. B, me, and never retire. I am 50 years young, and I realized, I apologize, it's getting late. I had a long day at work. I realized about 10 years ago that I will never, ever, ever retire from medicine. I will keep working and see patients at our beautiful cardiovascular clinic from around 8 to 10 hours a day, right? Including Saturdays, right? And I will keep doing that until I'm 100 years old. And I will keep posting videos to teach you how to stay healthy and how to retire healthy, even though I will not retire until I'm 100 years young. Yes, guys. So try to do everything you can to have enough money in the bank so that you can retire with enough money, but at the same time, you need to not stress out too much about money, because 30% of you will not enjoy millions of dollars in the bank, billions of dollars in the bank, because 30% of you will be too sick to enjoy those millions or billions of dollars that you are trying to save in the bank. So it is very important that you know that I work in a beautiful cardiovascular clinic in the beautiful but super expensive city of Mountain View, California. So we specialize in the imaging and the care of the heart and the blood vessels, so the cardiovascular system, right? So about 20% of the patients that I see and who are retired just don't enjoy their retirement because they are not healthy, right? Nationwide, in the US, 30% of retirees don't enjoy their retirement because they are either too sick or don't have enough money. But my patients, 20% of them are sick enough, too sick, that they don't enjoy their retirement no matter how much money they have in the bank. Because the guys had already a lot of heart attacks, cancers, depression, anxiety disorders, liver failure, kidney failure, obesity, osteoarthritis, arthritis, many previous hip surgeries, knee surgeries, that surgery, this surgery, obesity, diabetes, heart failure, kidney failure. I mean, it's crazy. Hypertension, blah, blah, blah. So please, I advise you to not worry too much about money for your retirement. Instead, worry about your health. Because whether or not you have money in the bank, right? If you are sick, your retirement will not be happy. But if you are sick and you have money, you won't be happy either. So don't stress out too much about money. Have enough money so that in your retirement you can have a healthy, happy life. Declutter your life. Do like me. About 10 years ago, right? I'm now 50 years young. In my early 40s, I decluttered my life. I simplified my life. I realized I'm not going to retire. So I realized I don't need to invest my money and hire a crook financial advisors scamming me with high fees and blah, blah, blah. To invest my money, oh, we can invest your money, oh, we can buy this real estate, that real estate. And then you realize that as years pass, you have too much stress, too much anxiety, because you are too preoccupied with your villa in Spain, with your property in Mexico that got flooded, your vacation home in Florida where the tenant doesn't want to pay you the rent, and blah, 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 and all these people who entered your home and are illegally occupying your home, your vacation home, and don't want to get the hell out of there, right? So I don't have this kind of, I apologize, I look at the clock to not talk too long. So I don't have this kind of depressing stress in my life, right? I don't have any other properties. I live in a 1-bedroom apartment in the beautiful but expensive city of Mountain View, California. I drive and I own, the car payment is done, a beautiful Honda Accord, 10 years old, but runs pretty good. I maintain it. It's great, gives me great gas mileage. It's a beautiful car. I don't need the Lamborghini, the Ferrari, the stuff. I don't have a wife. I don't have an ex-wife to whom I should pay alimony. I don't have no kids to worry about their college. I don't have a girlfriend right now as of 4 years, so that I have to, to dine her and wine her and blah, blah, blah. My God, what a hassle. I'm happy I don't have to do all this anymore, right? So those people who worry too much about money and who are reaching close to the retirement age, you need to declutter your life. You need to simplify your life. You need to let go of the past grievances. Forget about having millions of friends. Those are not friends. I don't have barely any friends. My family members are overseas or in Canada or out of state. I have maybe 1 or 2 friends that I see here and there and that I communicate with here and there. I don't need no friend. We call that the solitude, the solace of solitude. I'm not lonely at all, but I have this solace, this peace of mind, peace in my heart of my solitude. I have so much time to dedicate for myself, my health. I go to the gym 2 hours a day. I sleep 9 hours a night, right? Every night I go to bed at the same time, 9 o'clock at night. I put my head like a baby. I fall asleep after 2 minutes. My brain wakes me up at 6 o'clock in the morning, whether it's a holiday, a weekend, or weekdays. My God, I'm super fresh. My memory is super sharp. My brain is super sharp. My God, my body is fit. My tummy is flat like a board. No love handle, no double, triple chin, no sagging boobs. I have nice, beautiful pectoralis muscles, right? I have no visceral fat. All my blood tests are those of a baby. My hemoglobin A1C, my fasting sugar, my triglycerides, my cholesterol, my liver function test, kidney, all of them, those of a baby, right? I'm an imaging specialist. I take the probe, I check my carotids, my thyroid, my liver, my kidneys, my heart, my balls, my penis, my bladder, my stomach, my intestine, everything, those of a baby, guys, except my penis and my balls, right? But you get my point. My point is that since once you start to stop stressing about having to save so much money for your retirement, people forget about their health. They don't go anymore to their regular visits. They are too concentrated to make a ton of money. They don't go anymore to the gym. They don't sleep enough. They have too much anxiety. They eat too much. They are constantly opening their mouth and shoving their throat with food like as if there was no tomorrow and as if they were 20 years young. You're no longer 20 years old. You are a certain age. You have belly fat. You have hip fat. You have butt fat, you have visceral fat, you have high blood pressure, you have diabetes, you have this, you have that. It is time to wake up. It is time to wake up and stop self-destroying yourself. It is time to change course, and believe it or not, it is never too late. I woke up about 10 years ago when I was in my early 40s. Right now I'm 50. I completely stopped consumption of alcohol, even if my alcohol consumption was social. I never did drug, never did cigarettes. I go to the gym now every day, 2 hours cardio plus weightlifting and weight pushing, right? I sleep at the same time. And the most important, I started to zip my mouth. I still remember those days. My God, I used to eat like a pig, like a dog, 24 hours a day. Junk food, fruit, salad, ice cream, pizza, burgers, hamburgers, enchiladas, tacos, everything, pasta, lasagna. I mean, you name it, it would go down my throat. There was never 1 hour when I was not munching something. Even at work, I would take a little break, grab a fruit, grab a Coke, grab a juice, grab a this, grab a that. My God, I was eating like a pig, swallowing thousands of calories per day. Now, obviously, my metabolism was higher. I had a lot of way more testosterone. So I was burning all those extra calories. Instead of going 2 hours at the gym, I was doing 3 hours and then go swim and then go run, biking on weekends. I was constantly hiking, biking, swimming, going to the gym, having sex with my girlfriends, not just once a night, 5 times, 6 times, until I'm dead. Then the next day go eat again and go have fun with the girlfriend. You know, the life of a dog, right? Just sleep, eat, have fun, have sex, that's it and nothing else, you know, and then come back and have sex again endlessly. Like, when I look back, I'm like, what was the purpose of all that food, all that fun, all that sex and blah blah? What is that, right? When you look back, I mean, I don't regret it. I had a lot of fun in my life. But it is time, after a certain age, especially my brother, my sister, my auntie, my father, my mommy, whoever the catso you are, my fellow human being, my fellow citizen, it is time to zip it. It is time to change course and not look at life as an eternal, endless, never ending Walt Disneyland resort, right? Or a casino resort, or Las Vegas. Life is not Las Vegas, where you constantly go and eat and have sex and have fun, and you sleep and then you wake up, you eat, you have sex, you have fun, and it never ends. Or when you go to the Disneyland, right? The Disneyland over there in Los Angeles, right? When people go to Disneyland, I mean, it's just endless, right? Fun, food, sleep, sex, then wake up, fun, food, sleep, sex, or sex, sleep. I mean, it's just like a dog. It just keeps going, and then they become bigger and bigger and bigger, accumulates the pounds over the years. It is time to shed pounds. It is time to control your high blood pressure, your diabetes. It is time to change course. It is time to zip your mouth. It is time to hit the gym, to sleep good. It is time to declutter your life, to simplify your life, to stress less about money, but to care more about your health. Because believe it or not, you do not need that much money to be happy in retirement. To live a healthy, simple life in your retirement. You don't need millions of dollars. I'm surprised people say you need at least $5 million. You need $5 million to retire happily. You need $6 million. The other imbecile, you know, you read this online all the time. The other idiot's financial advisor, right? I would say financial crook, right? Tells people you need to have at least $5 million, $6 million, $4 million in the bank. For what? Why do you need $5 million in the bank to enjoy 40 years, 30 years, 35 years of happy retirement, right? You don't need $4 million. You need just enough money to have a simple, happy, healthy life. But remember, number one is your health. I love you guys. Take care of your health. Sweat less about money, sweat more about your health. Worry less about money, worry more about your health. I love you regardless of your color, your ethnicity, your religion, your gender, male, female, anything in between, Buddhist, atheist, Muslim, Christians, I don't, Jewish, I don't give a catch whether you're black, white, purple, yellow. I love you. I give you a big hug. Put your comments and your question down there, and God willing, we talk in the next video. Thank you very much for your viewership, and I'll talk to you next time. God bless you all. Thank you. Bye-bye.